What is up, everyone? DJ Martini Midwest Reviews coming at you with another video for my channel today. I have a really good one on a tutorial on the Djuced DJ app. Now, I had not seen this app before, and I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of videos on it. I don't know if it's kind of small or a secret or what. Somebody had actually asked me if they made a DJ app for the Djuced software, and I said no at the time because I had not seen it anywhere, and I had searched it many times before on my phone. I have an iPhone, a newer one. I checked on my Android tablet, which is newer, but it doesn't have like super quick, processing and things like that. And so the app says when you look for it, it actually says it's incapable with that particular tablet. So I guess if you had a better type Android tablet or device like that, then maybe it would work. The only thing that I found that this app worked so far is on my iPad mini, and I do have the latest iPad mini, so that's kind of where we're at. So I was able to download it on my iPad mini, and I was really surprised that it is actually a pretty good little app. It's actually a lot, in my opinion, so far been really more reliable than PC. So I'm enjoying it so far, taking a look at it, and it is pretty responsive. There's a few hiccups in it, and we'll talk about it. I'm going to actually bring you down to the iPad here, and we're going to go full and show you its capabilities, show you some of its options, some of its highlights, and some of its downfalls as well. So I'm pretty excited to bring it to you. I haven't seen a lot of videos out there on it, so this will be a cool video. Thank you for tuning in to DJ Martini Midwest Reviews. If you haven't tuned in, just know I'm always just trying to help bring out some information there, do all the research for you so you don't have to, give it to you as easy as possible, and then leave some links in case you're interested in some of the products and things like that I review. I love to do reviews, tutorials, all kinds of things, just like to help. So please join the Martini Nation. We're steadily growing this channel, hopefully with a lot of great subscribers that just like to help and just like to assist everybody, and we can all get things done together. So thank you so much. And let's get into the video. So I'm going to jump down to my tablet. I'm going to show you via screen recording. All right, everyone, we are back, and I have my iPad here. This is the iPad mini, and it does work on this particular iPad. And like I said, I've had issues not being able to use it on an Android iPad, so it didn't work on that. And it didn't work on my iPhone, so it doesn't work for a mobile device like an iPhone, but it is working for my iPad mini. So you can see that you can go to your devices here. Let me get my mouse to turn on here. All right, so we have my mouse here. So you go to your app store, and then all you have to do is search the Djuced app right here, and this will pop up, and you'll be able to download it. So it's pretty cool. This is the Djuced Master app, which is a remote app, so you can be able to control your laptop and the actual software on your laptop from a remote app on the iPad. So if you walked away from your table or your DJ booth, you could still control some of the things, which is pretty cool too. Virtual DJ does an app like this as well, but this is an actual software app for an iPad, which is cool, which is really similar to like DJ Algorithm, We DJ, Tractor has one, Cross DJ Pro. So there's a few other apps like that that work pretty good, and this one does work pretty good. Now, one thing I do want to show you too is if you go to your web page here, and you just search Hercules DJ, and you go to their shop here. I'm going to go to Hercules.com, click on that. Once we get to their web page here, if you actually sign in, make an account, I'm going to reject all these for now. If you sign in and make an account, you can actually go to their official music page here, and there's products or bonus content that you can download, which would include music. And so I want to show you this. So they have free samples, wallpapers, custom knobs, or things you can order. So here we go. So this is where you can download samples and also, the Hercules Hercules collection here, which has over 50 tracks that you can download, and they are royalty free to use in different genres. So the first of each month they're going to put these new jams out, and then you can download them and have free music that you can use to practice with. So that is really, really cool. And like I said, all you have to do is sign in right here and make an account with a email and a password, and you will be good to go to download these tracks. And I was able to download these tracks, and also I have them on my iPad currently. So that's just something I want to point out really quick. So we'll go ahead and close this out, and then we'll go ahead and open this app right here. So this is the Djuced app. Like I said, somebody had asked me before if there was a Djuced app location for a tablet or a mobile device. And like I said, I at the time just did not know. I could not find this, and it took me a little research, and I finally was able to get this. Now this probably will work on any of your M1 or M2 iPads. It does work on the latest iPad mini, which is what I'm using today. It works really, really good. I was actually really surprised. It almost is a little bit more stable than the actual Djuced software on a PC, in my opinion. I haven't had no issues. I haven't had it crash on me. I haven't had anything bad happen to me so far. So I'm actually quite impressed with it. So that's why I wanted to bring it to you today. So we're going to kind of go through it really quickly here. You have your settings up here. There's not really much in your settings. You have your master volume, which I'll turn up just a little bit so you'll be able to hear it when we're recording. You have your split out cue right here. You can add music folders. In your settings, they have your crossfader. You can put it in scratch or hamster. You can scroll this up just a little bit. There we go. So you have precision, pitch, auto mix, shuffle, transition time. Kind of asks you how long you want it to take to transition when it's in auto mode. I have a solid 4 seconds, but you can change that to whatever you want. Background, analyze, full track, analyze, which I have both have turned on. Cue on beat, current time, remaining time. I have it on remaining time is what I want to know. Current time would be like how long the track has been playing. Remaining time is how long the track has left. Key lock mode, record for mix, scratch mode. Scratch mode is so you can actually touch the platters and you'll be in scratch mode. Auto sync, reset, and analytics. So don't care about the analytics. They do have a help page where you can actually go and it will teach you how to use this app as well, which is pretty cool. And then about the Djuced app is version 1.3.13. Let's see if it actually says when it came out. It says copyright. So I don't know how old this app is, but I swear, like I said, I haven't seen it. So there are videos that you can go to YouTube and they will explain how to use everything. You can see that it has the Djuced app, start your mix, extract loops, record, sync, things like that. So it's pretty cool that they have little tutorials as well. We'll actually go back to the app here though. See right there. So those are all the settings that are up here. So now if you go over here and you click, it actually brings up all the songs that you have in your music. Like I said, I do have these Djuced apps down here. So I'll click into those. And so these are all royalty-free Djuced app songs that I downloaded, and they're completely free. Now I was able to calculate the BPM, which all you have to do is click up here. Now the only thing is I wish that you could like click on playlists and then it would just calculate the BPM for those playlists, because when you hit calculate BPM, it actually will just do all the songs that you have in your library. So if you have 600 songs, that's going to take a good half hour to calculate all the BPMs. But I would definitely recommend that you get your BPMs, because that'll help you mix and figure out what songs go best together. So you have options to go into all the songs here, your demo songs, podcasts, recordings, samples. I have a mic sample there. My mixes, like I said, I try to get all kinds of free little music clips that I can, and I have some various Hot 100 music in here too, if I was actually to try to perform some stuff. But for this, I just have my practice tracks that I want to show you today. So like I said, all you have to do is hit calculate BPMs and it will calculate all the BPMs for you, but it will search your whole library. So it's going to go through all your music here. So that's kind of a downfall, that you have to wait for it to do that. and I think I did 674 songs in about 40 minutes. So it took a little time, but that's pretty decent, I guess. And like I said, it never crashed or anything like that, so that was good. You can also search a song right here via your iPad, you know, bringing up a keyboard. I actually have a keyboard connected to this iPad, so I can search via the keyboard, but it would, if I was just using the iPad, it would produce a keyboard so you could type those in. All right, so we're going to start with, like I said, if you click up here, it will bring up your library, but also you can click down here and it will also bring up your library. We're going to close that for now. So you do have an equalizer section, which is pretty good. I do like that it has the gains here, so you can actually adjust the gains on the fly along with your bass, your mid-range, and your treble. Notice it says medium, not mid-range, it says medium, but it has all the things you need to affect your songs for decent mixing, so that's pretty cool. I do like that it has auto mix as well, so you could put a playlist together and just have it auto mix, and it will mix between both songs and crossfade for you and everything, so that's pretty cool there. It does have FX as well. Now the FX, I've never liked these little filter meters. I'd rather have some kind of knob or something like that that I could adjust, because you have to kind of find the sweet spots on these for the filters to sound the best. Now you can use your finger and kind of mess with it. You can see that I can mess with it, but like I said, you still have to find the sweet spot where you want it to sound the best. Now it does have filter, echo, flanger, reverb, chorus, and then we're back to filter. So it only has, like, what is that, 5 or 6, so something to know there. All right, so then we go to our loops. You have all loops up to 32 beats here, and you can go through the loops here. You can set them in and out, and, you know, make them longer or shorter, things like that. So you have, you know, really cool looping here. You do have cues. You can set 3 here. I wish there was maybe a little bit more, but you just have 3 cues that you can set here, and it's really easy to set cues. You actually just hit set when you find the spot you want to set your cues, and then you can use the number to actually set off the cue point there. You have a couple samples here. You got 4. You can actually record your own really easily. All you have to do is hit the record button down here, and you can actually use your microphone and record your own samples. So that's pretty cool if you want to do some intros or anything. Very, very cool. A little voice that says yeah. You have a swipe, which is kind of like a fade out, and then you have a foghorn and a wobble sound here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear these. Let me turn the volumes down a little bit. Hear that there. Hopefully it's playing for you. I can't hear the sound. Here's the yeah. Here's the swipe. And here's the foghorn. Let me turn it down a little bit. Alright, hopefully those played for you. If not, I guess we'll be editing some stuff. Also, you have your sequencer. Now this is really, really cool. Now you can actually sequence hi-hats, snare, kick, and ride, and you can actually put other things in here as well. So it does have a couple extra different kicks, different snares. You can put those effects or samples in there as well, which is cool. Like I said, I made my own little mic sample on accident, but it does work and really easy to put your own samples in there. So that's a cool little feature there, the sequencer. And you can, of course, put them however you want. Just from what I have in there now, let's just press play and you can kind of see how this works. But that's how it is working, and no problem with the sound. All right, then we do have your key over here. So when you get back out of everything, you have your key. This is where you get into your library. Like I said, you can easily close that there, or you can hit up here and it'll take you to your library too. But we'll close that. You have your pitch fader here with adjustable sync, cue, play. This is also your pause and stop. Auto mix, this is your crossfader with your A channel and your B channel. And that's about it. It's pretty the same on this other side. Same things. You have your A and B channel. And like I said, it does, let me make sure, you do have review for split out, so you can plug in an extra channel. You would need some kind of splitter so you can hook your headphones up as well, which I don't have hooked up right now. So I just have my microphone that I'm recording this on, so I can't really show you that, but it does work. So just to show you how easy it is right here, I can just go ahead and, like I said, throw in a track. All you have to do is double click on it actually, and it'll load on to one of the sides and go on to the other channel, and I'll just double click on that and it will load up. So it does load up pretty easily. It shows you your track art, like I said, timer remaining on the track, and it's pretty easy to use, so it's pretty cool. Can kind of probably show you the auto mix here as well. So if I go to auto mix, it's going to want me to make a track here. I want to go to more songs. Now it's going to be auto playing right now. A little bit. So it is auto playing. It will play to the end of the track. Now what's cool is here is you can see that the track is playing. Now I can click anywhere on here and just skip to yep, there it goes. Auto mix for 4 seconds, and then now we are on auto mixing and playing the next track. So I just kind of wanted to show you that. For the most part, everything works pretty good. Like I said, mixing, I was messing around with this pretty decently, and I was able to do really good mixes. The only issue that I have is actually the waveforms, and the lines here are very, very small. So I wish this part was a little bit bigger. That way you could kind of see the lines better, and you could, you know, just make this whole section a little bit bigger for me to see, because on my iPad mini it's actually pretty small. So I tried to stretch it and do things like that, and that doesn't work. So it's the size that it is, so you really kind of have to be accurate when you're trying to line up beats. The sync button does help a lot to be able to help you sync them together a little bit. So that is helpful, but at the same time, I wish that you could kind of, the waveform was a little bit bigger along with the lines. That way you could see everything a little bit bigger. That's kind of one of my downfalls on this. Other than that, like I said, you can record as well. You can record your mixes. It will save to your iPad, and you know, you can do all kinds of cool little things, practice. Great for a mobile DJ to be able to play songs on the fly with your iPad. And like I said, this is the iPad mini, and it works really, really good actually. So I was actually really surprised on this app. Like I said, the only thing is the waveform lines and how small that area is to do really accurate mixes. I had some issues with that. I was able to use the FX decently, but like I said, it's kind of hard to find your sweet spots in there, so you do have to kind of play with it a lot before you get familiar with where your sweet spots are for like your filter, your echo, flanger, things like that. So loop works good. Cue was really easy. Like I said, if you wanted to make a cue, all you gotta do is hit the set button and you'll have your cue there. Plays right away. And if you want to take it off, all you have to do is very, very cool there. Still have your pause. Like I said, I'm controlling everything from a keyboard that actually has a little mouse pad on it, so kind of like a little mini laptop setup for my iPad mini. So that's about it. It does have all the important information that you need, your BPM. If I were to mess with my pitch fader, it would show my percentage that I'm decreasing the BPM and things like that. You can see I can sync it easily too if I wanted to sync these two songs together. So very, very cool there. Sequencer works pretty decent. Doesn't have a lot of samples, but you could easily throw in your own samples very, very easily. So and you can loop them, or have them continuously play, record something. There's volumes on all the samples as well, so you can control that. So kind of some cool features. Doing accurate beat matching and things like that is a little bit difficult, but if they just make that waveform area a little bit bigger, so you can see those and a little bit better, I think that would definitely help and be a big improvement. Cues, loops, effects. I hope they grow some more effects. That way we can get some more effects in there, or add some more samples, those types of things. The EQ was nice, like I said, to take out the bass. Also, you can kind of fade out a song here from the gain levels here without using your crossfader. Say if you're in the middle of a mix and you want to kind of fade out a song instead of messing with the crossfader as you're taking treble or bass out, you can actually do that at the same time as well. And like I said, because the iPad of course is touchscreen, so you can do multiple things at multiple times. So very, very cool little app, and I just wanted to kind of put it out there, do a quick little tutorial of it. I wish I could show you some beat mix or some beat matching a little bit more, or some of the extra stuff, but like I said, since I don't have the cue set up right now, it would be hard for me because I can't hear anything. I can't hear what's going on in the iPad mini. So, all right, everybody, let's wrap this up on the Djuced app. Definitely want to say I was fortunate to be able to find it on a device that I was compatible with it with my iPad mini, and so I was lucky to be able to put it on there. I do think that would work with the newest iPad Pros and iPad Air, but I just couldn't get it to work on my Android on device. So certain tablets it might not be compatible with, so you might need to just kind of do a little research on that. But I was able to get it on my iPad, my newest iPad mini, and like I said, I think it would work with a newer iPad Air or iPad Pro as well. So it might just be a little bit picky with the Android devices that you're trying to install it on. Also, I wasn't able to get it to work on my iPhone. I have an iPhone 13, so it's not super old, but it definitely didn't have an app that I could find or load on my phone, so it only worked with my iPad. Other than that, other things that you might want to keep in mind if you're using an iPad is you're going to need some kind of adapter for your iPad mini. Uses a USB Type-C, so you're going to need some kind of out, and then even from the out you're going to need some kind of adapter with multiple 3.5s, so you can get headphones or speakers, those types of things to split cue out. So they also have adapters like this with the two 3.5, so you could have headphones and speakers. Something that you are going to have to look in. I'll leave some links for some items like this. That way, if you want to actually perform with it or things like that, use your headphones, use some speakers, you're going to need some devices like this. So something to keep in mind, because that iPad mini doesn't have any kind of 3.5mm jack. It's only Bluetooth. So something to keep in mind there as well. Other than that, I was really surprised on how well the Djuced app worked. It didn't crash on me. It analyzed songs pretty quickly, and so everything was good in that manner, which is a little bit different from their actual software on a laptop, which is surprising. So the features that it had with the sequencer, that was a nice surprise. It had, your cue, filters, everything you need to DJ was very, very nice. And the way it's set up is pretty basic, it's pretty simple. It wasn't really hard to jump into and try to figure out. So that was very, very cool. I do like that about it. It does have a scratch mode, so if you touch the platters, you can actually move the platters and do a little scratch. It does have the crossfader, play, pause, a key, sync buttons. So it has, everything you need to get things done. The only thing I found a little challenging was with the waveform lines. They're very, very small, and so I had troubles matching up the lines for beat matching a little bit. I ended up using the sync button kind of a lot, cheating a little bit to get those to line up, to see them correctly, because those areas are so small. So I wish they'd make those a little bit bigger, or give you the adjustability to make them bigger or stretch them out. That would be very cool in some kind of update. Also adding another cue line. Instead of having 3 cues, you could have 4. That would be nice. And maybe just giving us some more samples that we could put in to the sample boxes as well. I do like that they have volumes on everything in the sample box. Was cool as well. So there's definitely a lot of features that are good. Also check out, make an account on Hercules, and be able to download those free songs is a nice little touch too, and then you can add them to your iPad to be able to use them. So that is cool too. So Hercules and the Djuced software is definitely raising up, getting into the market, putting a lot of things out there. Very, very cool to see that company doing their best to keep up with everybody else. So kudos to them for putting a solid app out that can really work for a mobile DJ, especially with that auto mix. That was a nice surprise as well. You could put a playlist on, just let it play, and it's going to auto mix all those songs together for you. Be nice to actually see maybe some third-party music companies to come in with the Djuced app, like Tidal or SoundCloud, Beat Source, those types of things. That way you could kind of bring in mobile music as well. So, some really good updates as well, but for the most part, solid. Few tweaks, it could be a really, really good app, and I just wanted to bring it to you because I didn't see a lot of videos out there for it. So thank you so much for tuning in. Plenty more videos to come and tutorials. If this one was helpful at all, please give me a like, subscribe, hit those bell notifications, and stay tuned for my next video because there are plenty more videos and tutorials coming. So thank you so much. We'll catch you really soon on the next one.